your view about this? What do you think?
Namaste. Thank you for your questions. I'll try to answer them. But I must say, these are my personal thoughts. And as you said, do I have any advice for youngsters? Well, I'm nobody to tell people what to do, what not to do, because it's their choice. They are intelligent, mature, sensible, smart youngsters or people of any age group. They know what's best for them and what's best to do. So my thoughts are to myself, and my beliefs are what I'm going to share with you. I might be a very judgmental person. I might not be. I might have my judgments, which is different from being judgmental. And so, why would anybody want me to tell them what they should be doing, what they should not be doing, and who am I really to tell the world that this is right and this is wrong and this is how it should be done? I'm just going to talk to you about my thoughts and my beliefs. So I'll begin with there is a shlok, a mantra in Sanskrit language in one of the Hindu spiritual texts called Rig Veda. Rig Ved. It's actually Rig Ved. And in anglicized English or Hindi, they say Veda. The shlok talks about inclusion. What it really means is this is how it goes. It means there is none high or low amongst you. You're all brethren and therefore strive all together to attain prosperity. In Hindi, कोई ऊंचा या नीचा नहीं है, आपके बीच आप सब एक परिवार हैं और इसलिए सब मिलकर प्रयास करें समृद्धि प्राप्त करने के लिए. Basically, it's a text, it's a mantra or shlok that talks about inclusion, that says that nobody is higher or a lesser being. We are all equals. All living beings are, whether they are species of different kinds, plants, animals, or humans. According to the native beliefs, the Desi beliefs of South Asia, according to Sanatan Dharma and all the other beliefs there, like Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism. If I may say so, I might be incorrect, but I think of what I know, that Om, the good energy, the source of all goodness in the world, the sound of the universe, Omkar, Om, that divinity rests in each and every living being. So sabka Paramatma ek hai. So everybody has that Paramatma, that supreme soul. By soul they mean that positive energy that rests in all of us, the Om, and it's equal. So if you go by the spiritual context, Sanatan Dharma has been practicing inclusion for thousands of years. So that's your spiritual proof right there. And then if you look at logical and scientific thinking, everything that is in nature is natural. That's why it's in nature. Everything in nature is natural. If it wasn't in nature, it would not be on this planet, it would not be in this universe. If it is here, it's natural. That's the way nature has designed us. So if there are people from marginalized groups like LGBTQ and other genders, they're as okay and normal as people from heterosexual groups. Just because the number is less, they're in minority, doesn't make them any lesser equal. Now let's talk about logistics. If you look at the constitutions of most democracies, they talk about all citizens being equal. So you can't really put the heterosexuals on a separate higher pedestal and the LGBTQ and other genders group on a lower pedestal. Everybody's equal. Well, yes, when you do the ratio, the logical ratio part, that's where the difference is. Quantity, that's where the difference is. Having said that, I believe that every living being, every human has a sack of burden they carry, whether it's homosexuals or heterosexuals or anyone. Women in the heterosexual groups are still fighting for equal rights, equal treatment, rightfully so. And even heterosexual men would have different issues and challenges in their lives to face. So every person has challenges, has a sack of burdens, a sack of difficulties, a sack of sorrows to lift and carry. And it gets more in quantity. It's heavier for people in marginalized groups because their voice is
oppressed,
always put down, and there's a lot of danger for them. So if a spiritual person like the one you mentioned, a spiritual guru, goes around saying that lesbian relationships are okay, but male to male homosexual relationships are not okay, well, that encourages a lot of people in the majority heterosexual groups to harbor more hate towards uh, gay men or people who are not lesbians or people who are not heterosexual, and that's very dangerous, and it makes no scientific or logical sense that uh, this particular guru is saying that it's okay to be a lesbian, but it's not okay to be a gay man. Everything is okay. It's in nature. Even the shlok that I talked about from Rig Ved mentions it. If you're talking about religious texts, it mentions that. So their understanding of what they have read could be different. My understanding is different. I have a lot of respect for people who are promoters of love and peace in the world instead of the opposite. You know, what we can do to help each other as humans, we need to get in touch with our humanity much more than we are. That's what my belief is for myself. Everybody is connected by this Om thread of good energy, good spirit. We want ourselves to be much more aware of it so it works more. So if when we put somebody down from a marginalized group, we're actually not showing love, we're showing hate. Are we here on this planet to spread hatred? No, we are here on this planet to spread love. And especially if we have taken a position of a spiritual guru or a political guru or a celebrity, because these are the kind of people who everybody wants to listen to and they want their advice. And these people are very free in giving advice and telling people what is good or bad, what they should be doing, what they should not be, which is totally different from my personal belief. But they have the right to do so. Especially these people need to promote peace, not hatred. I really believe that we all must question ourselves and improve ourselves before we pass out statements that can damage or hurt or harm the marginalized groups. And that's all I want to say. We could help people who are carrying a sack of burdens. It might not be a big help in lifting that sack. It could be just a small finger trying to hold the sack, or it could be a hand or many people's hands. But it's a good idea to help. It's a good idea to take out the rocks from that sack, take out rocks of burden from the sack people are carrying around instead of putting more rocks in it. That's how Om energy will get stronger on this planet. And we will get more in touch with our positive side.
Thank you, Ji.
Thank you. धन्यवाद.
Dhanyawad.